What is up, internet fucks? Hello. Dude was sitting in traffic here, squidding my way up to the gym as per the usual. I don't really have much to talk about. You shouldn't smoke. It's bad for your health. I'm not trying to tell you how to live your life or anything like that, you know. Car doesn't smell like fucking cigarettes in the morning, whatever. You know what I'm talking about, right? When you turn on that AC and that big puff of white smoke blows through. Ugh. You know what I know we can talk about? One of my most requested shit ever is people always ask me to talk about my accident, right? Like, you know, how I've physically recovered from my accident that I had a couple of years ago, where I looped my bike out and fucking broke both my feet and shit like that. And I feel like that's important to talk about right now because I'm pretty sure I re-broke my foot recently. After I saw the Fate of the Furious, which if you guys want me to do a review on that, let me know. But I kind of want to break it down a little bit. After I saw Fate of the Furious with that dude in blue, we went to this weird Ninja Warrior course or something like that. There, you know, we did Ninja Warrior stuff. And we like did this weird rock wall thing or climbed up this like you have to run up this thing, and I'm pretty sure I like re-fractured my foot, dude. That shit sucked. Hell, when I did that machine gun shoot, I got so badly sunburnt that I'm still peeling from that shit. That was like 3 weeks ago.
But usually a calm individual, armed with accounts, my lawyers and other criminals.
But yeah, let's talk about my long-term effects of my motorcycle accident. So basically what happened, I looped my bike out, fucking broke both my feet, lost all the skin on my hands, because I wasn't wearing gloves, I was wearing a jacket, but I was wearing some like really shitty work pants. They're like really super thin, like super thin silky material. It fucking ate through that, and I was wearing like these work style slip-on shoes. And when my feet hit the ground, they just both fucking went back and snapped, and the shoes flew off. So I stood up, I was wearing socks. I broke metatarsals across both of my feet. I mean, these aren't metatarsals because these are your hands, but I think my new gloves, by the way. But I broke 3 bones in each foot across the top, and I almost severed my big toe. I ground this pinky down to the nerve, so this one doesn't work as good. And I was missing all the skin on my arm and both my palms. I had 3rd-degree burns. If you guys don't like disgusting images, turn away right now and I'll tell you when it's okay to look. But this is what my hands looked like a couple of days after. And you can look back now. Can we go, please? What, were they out of yellow? What the fuck am I talking shit about? My bike is the same fucking color. So that happened during the accident. So how does that knock up long term? And that's a good question, right? Like, my shit's fucked up. Even though I healed up relatively quickly with my feet, they still give me issues. It could be a mixture of like early set arthritis or some shit like that. Like, I mean, that happens when you break feet and bones and stuff. You get arthritis because you're dumb. That's not the part that really sucks, is that it's just not as strong as it used to be. And if I'm in a car for too long, like, I've broken lots of bones in my life. I've broken my ribs, I've broken arms, I've broken legs. But by far, since my motorcycle accident, I've had the most awfulness. God, what is this traffic? So long story short, fucked my shit up, got fucked up, got a ticket, had to go to court. That sucked. They gave me a ticket for reckless driving. The cop made me sign the ticket when I had like no fucking meat on my hands. Like, literally there was blood on the ticket because she like handed me the ticket for reckless driving, which is whatever. She hands me the ticket, right? And I just like look at my hands and I'm like, I don't know if you know this, but I'm pretty fucked up. So at first I was like, fuck you and fuck your laws. Like, I'm not paying this ticket. They just take that out of your bank account. Don't think you're not going to pay that ticket, because you're going to pay that ticket every time. Had x-rays done, CAT scans, all that good shit when I got to the hospital. No internal bleeding, thankfully. I mean, comparatively, my accident wasn't super bad. No. Sure, I'd have been happy with just some road rash. That'd have been awesome. But no, I had to break everything in my fucking feet and on my hands. So let's get to the meat of it and talk about the skin first. As far as my skin goes, I've recovered really well. I've got mild scarring, nothing super crazy. You know, there's a lot of people out there who don't heal as good. They give me this like Silverdene cream or something like that, and you doctors in below can tell me what the name of the product is. But basically, it's this like white cream you rub on to your burns. I had 3rd-degree burns on my hands and on my arms. From the road rash, yeah, it was 3rd-degree burns and shit. I like it, I'm talking about road rash and I'm not wearing a jacket. God, I'm so gay. So my hands healed up fine. As a matter of fact, if you look at it, like if you just glance at my hands, you'd have no idea that I even had any like scarring on them at all whatsoever. If you really look close, you can see the areas that are fucked up and the areas that are not fucked up, and that's because hand skin grows back really fast. That's why hand tattoos don't last very long. It's because your hands always grow new skin, and plus I do a lot of masturbating. So as far as the skin, it healed up awesome. I didn't have any long-term effects of that, really. I mean, don't get me wrong. The skin, I would have traded... My hands, I would have traded 10 broken bones for my hands. The meat being gone on my hands, because I couldn't do shit. I couldn't wash my hair. I couldn't go to the bathroom. I couldn't wipe, dude. It was awful. They're like, you can really see some of the scarring right there, but not as much. That right there, that one was pretty gnarly right there. It's hard to see the scarring. I guess my hand landed weird, and the road had decided that it didn't like my pinky finger, so it ate completely through to the nerve, and now I have permanent nerve damage in that pinky, so that kind of sucks. Like, it just does, it's not as strong, you know. I want to go look at guns. I haven't bought a gun in a little while. You know, it'd be fucking awesome, YouTube, to get stuck behind a minivan. That'd be the tits right there. I don't know about you, but I hope the fuck you do. So my hands and the skin recovered pretty well. I do have some minor nerve damage in my finger, which, you know, on that hand I already had some nerve damage in one of my fingers anyway, so it's not like I'm really losing anything there. People keep wanting me to talk about how I cut my finger off, and it was basically me carving a pumpkin and my finger slid across the blade. I was using a fillet knife. My mom told me not to, but I was like, fuck you, Mom, I'm 7, I know what the fuck I'm doing. And yeah, I didn't know what I was doing. My finger slipped across the blade, and I just saw my fingertip go whoop and touch the back of my knuckle. I was like, ow! Ow! I can't think of any particular movie, but I know there's a movie where a guy gets his finger cut off and it starts squirting blood all over the place. That's exactly what my finger was fucking doing. It was hanging on by like a little bit of nerves on the top of it, and they were able to sew it all back together, but now the finger doesn't close all the way, so I usually use my middle finger for shooting the guns. So it's not like I was really losing anything anyway. Broken that knuckle about 7 times now. I definitely smell weed. Holy fuck, that is strong. See if I can locate it with my ultra weed sniffing senses. It's coming from a car over there. Oh, what the fuck is this? I wasn't revving at you. I was revving at the person next to me. Yeah, no, I know it wasn't your fault. I was like, go, please. Yeah. No worries. No, you're fine. What a nice lady. She seemed cool. That's a bouncy castle. I need that. I need that bouncy castle in my life. What's the age limit on the bouncy castle? What's going on, man? Living the dream, right? What? Oh, what are you gonna get?
I'm trying to get a 300.
Ninja? Or?
Yeah.
Heck yeah, man. First, what'd you say?
Yeah, why you had a camera.
Oh, just in case someone hits me. It's to be extra safe. Y'all be good. It's also my job. I don't know if I mentioned that to them. I don't think I did. Oh man, I just passed someone and they're all like, hey Dad, and I was like, oh my god, I'm not recording. So yeah, the skin part, it's really more or less has grown back. Let's talk about broken bones. So I broke both my feet, that sucks. I also broke my knuckle, that sucks. But that was really all I had in the accident. Breaking bones doesn't really hurt that bad. Made it. During the time, yeah, it sucks. But the worst part about breaking bones is afterwards. Now, my foot hasn't really given me that many problems over the years. That it's been like 2 or 3 years now since I've had my accident, and it hasn't really been that bad. But the worst part of it is now, I think, is that it's starting to act up again. So, like, every now and again, it'll like swell up or start to ache if I'm in a car for too long. Like if I'm driving somewhere. That's when it, and only an automatic, because I guess because when I'm clutching so often, it doesn't really give me any issue because it's getting exercise. But if it's just stove up sitting there in a car for like 6 hours, it hates it, man. But it's funny because after Texas, my foot started hurting a lot. Went to Texas, and then on my way home from Texas, I got out to get gas. I'd been driving for like 4 hours. And my foot felt like it was broken. I was like, whoa, what the fuck? Where did this come from? And it's been kind of giving me attitude ever since. Back to what I was saying when I went to the thing with David. We went to this Ninja Warrior course, we did that giant ramp where you run up the ramp and try to grab the thing. I got halfway up it and my foot, like something just happened. It started hurting real bad again. I'm pretty sure that I refractured it. I break bones more than enough to know what a broken bone feels like, and as a matter of fact, it's one of the reasons I haven't been riding that much is because my foot's been really giving me attitude, and it hurts to shift. I mean, it's across the top of the foot where your shifter goes, and it's like, owie. My feelings, they hurt so bad. Oh, it's a CTX. Fuck yeah, dude. Hell yeah, man. I never see the CTXs anymore.
I love it.
It looks really comfortable.
It's a great little bike.
Those are V-twins, right? L-twins or whatever?
That's a parallel twin, yeah.
Yeah. You like it?
I love this little bike. Yep. What is that?
It's a 2011 ZX-10.
Sweet.
It does all right. I definitely prefer my Honda a little bit more.
Which Honda?
I've got a 94 Honda Magna.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, custom hardtail, all the works.
Well, I just got rid of a CBR 1000.
That's what I traded this for.
I love that bike.
It was good, but this is just such way more fun to ride.
I love the green.
Thanks, man. Yours looks good too. Ride safe, bro. I'm just having all types of interactions today with people. It's the most I've talked to people in months. So, I mean, that could be a number of things. I mean, I know breaking bones make them weaker in the long run, which, you know, makes sense. I mean, you fucking snap your shit up, it's gonna hurt. So that kind of sucks. That's the only really crazy long-term effect I've seen of my broken bone adventures. I almost severed my toe in my right foot. They basically had to just reattach it. It hasn't really given me any issues. I mean, how much can you use your toe anyway? But if I had any bit of advice for people, it's don't break your shit. Don't snap your shit up and you'll be fine. Now, if I had to put one thing as the absolute worst long-term effect of the accident, it's my neck. I say this is because of the accident. I don't know for certain, but it's the only association that I can make. My neck gives me some crazy issues. It fucking hurts all the time. But it's the only thing I can really associate it is that my neck hurts a lot and I had an accident. That's the two things that like kind of come into play. It's like, hey, I fucked my neck up and I had an accident. So it only makes sense to me that that's what it was. Could have been a million other things. It's something I don't really talk about that much. I've seen to talk about it a little bit more recently because it affects the way it totally affects my attitude. It affects my energy and it affects my like desire to do things. Like I'd probably turn down $1 million in sex with a bunch of Brazilian hookers because of the way my neck felt one day. Every man should have the ability to have $1 million in sex with some Brazilian hookers. But basically, the spine is connected to your everything, and then if your spine or your neck's fucked up, your everything's fucked up, so you gotta fix your spine so your neck's not all fucked up. You guys know what I'm talking about? Because I don't. So I'm constantly getting like new pillows and adjusted at the chiropractor, and it's been helping a little bit lately, especially with this new pillow I just got. God damn, I slept good last night. I wonder if I could carry a gun home in my backpack. And I'm also in the process of moving again. I say in the process, I've looked at one house so far and I still got like 3 months before I need to find a new place. We have an HOA that's always up our ass, our garage is too small, and so is the driveway, which means that we can't really fit all of our cars in the same spot. We looked at this awesome house yesterday that had this like big ass garage. I mean, it was beautiful, and you know, the house is cool too. Everything about this garage is perfect. I mean, it was massive. I wanted it so bad. It even had like a little basement area from one of my roommates. He could have just lived down there in a basement dwelling. But they'd only hold it for 30 days. Our lease is up in like 2.5 months, 3 months from now. So I'm not gonna pay double rent. I mean, I totally would have, but my roommates weren't down with it. I'd totally pay double rent. I don't give a fuck. So I need to find a new place with a big garage. That's kind of like my main concern, is because like I have toys, I like things, and I have a car, and I need a truck. I need a place to park a truck. I'm thinking about leasing like a Dodge Ram 1500. I love the Ram 1500s. This ain't. The gun store was right there. Did the gun store move? Let me do some Googling real quick. Yeah, they did change locations. This is their new place. I'm gonna go and see some familiar faces.
Yeah. So what is it?
This is the Liberty survival kit we just came out with. We have a large size, we have a small size. There are some subtle differences in the two kits themselves. This one, the large kit, comes with a little pocket knife as well as a sheath. It comes with a cutting saw on the wood, waterproof matches, striker, ferro rod, some cordage, some fatwood fines, and some actual fatwood sticks that are soaked in its own resin. These are really, really flammable, and I'll kind of demonstrate how this works. So basically what we do is we take the fatwood fines, pour some out. About the size of a quarter is really all you need. And then we take some of the cordage, which is soaked in a proprietary blend, I'll say.
And all this stuff is like made in-house, right? This isn't like...
It's all made right here. And basically what we'll do is we'll take the ferro rod and the striker that comes in the kit. We'll strike some of this out.
Was it like magnesium?
These are magnesium sticks, yeah.
There we go.
And that's just the excess magnesium burning off of it.
Yeah, it's because you scrape more in there so it sparks up better, right?
Right. And then this cordage right here, this is, at this point what you do is you take your fatwood, you put it on there. This is going to be flammable because it's already, you know, soaked in its own resin. And then you start putting your tinder on top of it, and then that's basically it. But this kit, I mean, these fit in your backpack, and our large kit retails for $29.99. We've got it on sale with free shipping for $24.99 on our website. The small one's on sale now for $17.99. It also ships for free. It's libertysurvival.com.
Ship all over the world?
We ship these all over the world, yes,
Yeah.
but we don't ship the guns.
Well, obviously. And you guys also do, you know, the whole like selling guns thing. They got some cool guns, but you said you're focused more on like survival gear, right?
So we got high-end military-grade first aid kits. Yep. Similar to the ones I carried in Afghanistan or Iraq. Same ones are IFAKs or upgraded IFAKs. Tourniquets, which are a big thing, proven to save your life in a survival situation, especially when you need one. MREs or chow. Any type of survival food, any type of survival packing. We even have 5-gallon buckets for if you want to pack your own food. If you're a prepper or you're preparing for a long time sit down with some food. Sell by the case, sell by the individual pieces. And we have all your Valiant and Levin gear, everything that you would need. LBV or load bearing vest to an actual plate carrying system for personal body armor. As you can see, very thin, extremely durable. Modern Spartan, concave to the body to fit the body comfortably. And we do have it available in side sappies as well for the guys who carry a 4-plate system.
Oh yeah, these are sweet, man. Half the armor carriers don't have the side plates.
Right.
Thing
It
too,
does.
so
Anti-spall.
Yeah.
So the anti-spall material is going to absorb the round. It's going to keep that round from kicking up in your face.
Yeah. Look at that.
We got a little bit of everything. We're always getting new stuff in every day. So.
You got right in your eye.
Yeah. Sorry. Hey.
And AR queer stuff.
Oh yeah.
Get your build your own AR kits here too.
To do custom Cerakoting
Oh, you got
in-house. Weapon stripping, bead blasting system, and Cerakoting, custom paint job, whatever you'd like to have done to your firearm.
okay.
You can mix it, match it.
Nice. I need to bring my AR down and do some Cerakoting anyway.
All right, well, that was cool. You know, go check them out. I put all the links for their shit in the description. They ship all over the U.S. and all over the survival kits. They ship all over the world, so that's cool, man. I need to pick up an AK, so I'm going to put in an order for an AK here. I need an AK and I need a new AR. A little AR pistol would be nice. The one I have now is giving me some issues, so they're gonna look at it and try to fix it. My little 9mm AR pistol. They're out here in Hiram, Georgia. Check that shit, dog. I think I'm also gonna do some work with these guys and do their YouTube videos for them, because they have a bunch of cool guns, and I like guns. So, well, anyway, that's gonna conclude my adventures. I got a quiet ride home now. Not gonna do anything too crazy since I'm not wearing a jacket. If this video could get to 1 million likes, I'll cut my foot off. I will cut my foot off. I'll do it. Just cut it off for 1 million likes, because I'm a YouTuber and I need the like. I need the likes. How else am I gonna get paid without likes? Oh, YouTube's shitting their fan. I'm not making as much money as I was. I need the likes. So I'm gonna cut my foot off for likes. Later.